I mean, I started off the day cleaning and organizing all my stuff here. I'm really proud of what I did here with let's see, that's the butane, the glues, you name it. I got everything in there. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day. A little sleepy. I'll continue tomorrow. Welcome. This is the postal scale which I purchased. I bought it yesterday, which was Saturday, to measure all my ingredients and more importantly to see the difference between all the contents which I'm putting into the book compared to that of what I'm taking out. That way the book weighs as it should. And as you can see here, I've already attached the air can to the one-way valve. I just put down this, you can see here, polyurethane adhesive sealant. I put that there as a backup. Why? Because this is stainless steel. Okay? Stainless. This is stainless steel, which has been fucked up, you could say, by hydrochloric acid. So, in the event that there's an escape of number one, more importantly, air than anything else, this is going to seal it off. It's going to have to burn through that, and I don't think it's going to do that. I sealed the two top parts with the epoxy cement, which is this right here. The epoxy, it has A and B. Well, this is just about finished right here. I drilled, let me show you. Hold up. As you can see, I drilled 2 holes in the trigger, and I put a nail through it. What I'm going to put on the other side is going to be 2 rubber bands, which are going to be putting negative pressure on the, well, technically positive pressure, but it's going to be pulling downwards, activating the trigger. And I'm still deciding how exactly I have to counterbalance the pull, because as soon as you're going to open the book cover, it's got to be released instantaneously. I practiced already without the air can, of course, but with the bicycle pump to see how it would work. And I was working on this, which I'll show you now. Let me give you another view. Awesome. There you can see it. That goes down. Now I want to show you this. What I've done here. Well, this is basically a very simple and very effective method of releasing the acid. Now, let's sit down to explain this. What I have done is I took a rubber hose, not a hose, but the inner tube of a tire. Okay. To it, I attached, and let me show you if I can find it on here. Where is it? Okay, I'll just show you with this right now. I attached a large, here we go, a large rubber stopper. Okay, larger than this here. I put it on one end, this end right here. Okay, this is like this. This is hollow. Now, to this, let me give you an example with this smaller container. Okay, you can see this here. This is what happens. There's a rubber stopper pressed pressed in inside. Now when the pressure builds, this is going to pop out. It's going to pop out. And remember, it's inside of this. It's going to pop out and it's going to go all the way back to the end of the rubber stopper. And let me show you, this is an interesting area right here. This right here, this slant, this hole right here, I still have to adjust the actual size of it, and this is not permanent. This is just temporary. Okay, but it works great. All right, everything comes out through this slant right here. Pressurized by this. I think this is a masterpiece. I mean, you know, it looks all ugly and stuff, but I have to take this this gummy thing out, clean it up, make it look like a real presentable piece of art. You can see it. So, very simple. First, let me see if you can see this properly. Okay, let me review. Ooh. Air, compressed. Trigger with rubber bands. It enters, goes through the one-way valve, enters at about this point, and pressurizes the sulfuric acid, producing an upwards pressure. Well, this is actually going to be facing down, but it's going to produce enough pressure to pop the rubber stopper off of this, only about this far. None of the acid is just going to escape except for this one hole, which is going to be here. Whoa, man, I keep on messing this up. This right here. Okay? Again, compressed air, one-way valve, enters, pressurizes it, escapes out through here. Very simple, very effective. I'm very happy with it. Now I have to work on the how I'm going to do the counterbalancing of the rubber bands and springs, and you have it. Let me see how exactly. I need a larger book, much larger book than this. Let me show you. This was the larger book, the area which is going to be left. Okay, I have to leave an area about close to an inch around. Okay, to make it look like a book, you know. Let me see how this fits in here. Real big, real big. I can close the gap some more, a lot more. I can close it, I'd say maybe 1 inch. No, close to an inch. Close to an inch. Okay. That's just a review of what I've done today. So far, anyway. This is what happened yesterday. Let me wipe my hands first because I have the sealant all over me. Hopefully I'll be able to sand that sealant with no problem. And make it real pretty. Okay. Look at this. Dear Ricardo, wow, a letter from someone that you would have least expected. One of your long-lost cousins in Atlanta. Yes, so I've heard bad news travels faster than good news. I would really appreciate hearing from you and maybe even see you. But most of all, to let you know that we are all behind you and I am not exactly having such a good time with this bullshit that we have to call life. Maybe we can talk or just shoot the shit. When you get this letter, I expect you to change $2 or so and to call my voicemail, leave a number, and a time where I can reach you. I'm sure that you can see the number. The number's right here. Okay. This is the problem. This is the problem. Let me introduce my little friend. It looks real, doesn't it? Boom, boom, boom. It's not. Not real. It's a compressed air gun. Why did I get it? I want to see the mechanism. How to use C4. I mean C4. C2. CO2. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna use it because I'm pretty happy with this. Anyway, I get this letter yesterday. Fucking priority mail, man. Fucking priority mail. Alright? They're fucking worried, man. George has been talking some fucking shit about me. George or Carlos or somebody, man. Carlos, I don't think, but I mean, I'm sure he's talking, but I know he's not talking shit. George is the one fucking talking shit about me. He did it in the past. That's why I had to go to Uruguay to calm my mother down because she was worried I was gonna. This is what my mom was worried about. You know, this is the end. That's what my mom was worried about. She of course doesn't believe that I would do anything more cynical than that, but she doesn't know, you know. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, man, this fucker. I called him yesterday. I said, hey, man, what the fuck is your problem, man? Why are you talking shit about me? He was like, no, I haven't said nothing. All I said that, you know, you quit, and you know, I started getting complaints or whatever, and you quit. I said, that's all you said. Cause I got this letter from my cousin yesterday. No, I don't know. I didn't even talk to you. I don't. He played dumb, right? I ranked on him, and he went down. He calls back in like 3 minutes. Hey, you can't talk to me like that. I'm your older brother. I used to carry you in my arms and shit like that, you know. Oh, I don't look up to you, you know. I look up to Father. I look up to Carlos, but I don't look up to you. Man, fuck you. I don't need his approval. I don't need anybody's approval but my own. Okay? This is my mission. This, what you see before you, is my mission. Okay? And I will accomplish it unless I'm screwed with. He can call the FBI, have them do a search and seizure in my apartment, what you see here, and there is enough in here to convict me. I have conspiracy to maim or whatever. I don't know the exact law, you know, number I'm breaking, whatever. But nonetheless, you know, he can do that. I don't think he's going to do that. What I think he's going to do if he sees that he's lost all hope is call what the hell is this? Oh, call my mom and tell her, look, Ricardo's got a gun. I think he's making a bomb. I don't know. Come and see him or whatever. And my mom's gonna come here crying and shit. Gonna screw me up. Gonna throw me out face. That's why I have to do this as soon as possible. Okay, to buy more time. Yes, I could have done this very stealthy. You see, that's the number one doctrine in military. The military. Okay. To do something, okay, if you're gonna do a mission, okay, there's nothing more important than surprise. Once you give the element of surprise away, all right, half your mission, it could just go. I mean, all of it. I mean, that's over half the job of the mission is surprise. Now, why have I not been careful enough to, you know, shush, and not say anything? You know, I could have easily been doing this all by myself. This is the problem. Just as John Douglas was talking about in his book, okay, I'm a great procrastinator, right? Just as many men are, you know, putting things off. I always put things off. I've been planning this for not necessarily hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid bomb, but you know, I've been planning on killing Bjork for quite a while now. I just been putting it off, waiting for the right time, you know, and also more importantly, doing it in such a way than not to get caught. Right now, getting away with it is not any of my concern. Okay, all I need to do is buy, like, maybe at the most a week. Okay, a week, just for me to hear my results, and then, you know, just boom, blow my head off. All right, but I need to see that. I mean, I don't need to. I mean, I can go out beforehand, but I would really like to see the results if I made it or not. What do you call it? Yeah, the reason why, by me, you know, acting this way, you know, getting suspicious for them, you know, it puts pressure on me, a lot of pressure. Okay, and I act on pressure, not very well. I don't respond very well to pressure. But when I'm in control in a situation like this, I'm 100% in control. No problem. I respond greatly. Out on the street, you know, I get pressured or whatever, I break very easily. But when I'm in control, nothing happens. Look what happened there. I mean, yeah, this looks like a jumbled mess, but it's all up here. It's all up here. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right. This mission, for the completion of this mission, I'm willing to pay the ultimate price. Okay, the ultimate price I am willing to pay for this. Okay, it's not much, but it's all I can offer. It's my life, the most I can. All right. I know that this is gonna cost my life. I know that, but I am prepared to pay for it. Now, another thing about myself, I am a very selfish, egoísta motherfucker. Very selfish. Okay, in the eyes of man. In my eyes, okay. Well, let me finish. In the eyes of man, that is my greatest flaw. Being so selfish. But in my eyes, I am not selfish enough. Now, how do you figure? Well, how do you figure that? You know how? Because I'm very soft. I'm very, 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 very soft. Very emotional. I'm not hard enough. I'm not selfish enough to take care of my own emotional problems. I'm too giving. Okay, even though everybody who knows me, well, not everybody, but I mean, George, Ralph, and all, everybody around here, okay, knows how selfish I am. Anyway, that's besides the point. This chick is gonna pay. Okay, this chick is gonna pay. Not because, this is my vendetta, she did this to me. Look, I'm going down. Okay, when the fear of living exceeds that of dying, that's it. Everything's over. I'm not emotionally involved with this, but I was. I was obsessed with her. I'm not really. Well, I mean, it's funny now if you look at this. No, I'm not obsessed now. But actually, I hardly ever think about her. But I swore to the Ricardo of the past. See, I worry more about the Ricardo of the past than I do of the Ricardo of the future. Okay, I'm doing this for him, for the Ricardo of the past, for revenge. Even though I'm not, right now I could really do that. She's marrying a black guy. I've already told you that, nigger. And that's unacceptable. To this day, that's completely unacceptable for me. She has earned. See, by me killing her though, that's it. I would release her from everything. I don't want to release her. I want her to stay and suffer. I want her to stay and suffer. There's no point in me destroying her life because what? It's over. No more pain. Yeah, no more good things. Yeah, but there's no more pain. There's no more. There's nothing more. There's no more satisfaction I can get from that. But leaving her alive, maimed, all fucking destroyed emotionally. Okay, it's much more. It's much more of a sweeter revenge. The French say that revenge is a dish best served cold. You know what I mean? Well, see, me being willing to pay this price, this is the exact point where I'm coming about me being selfish. I'm not only going to pay the price, but my whole family's going to pay the price. Of shame, of sadness, what have you. All right. And George better not get in my way. Okay. He told me yesterday that he wasn't going to get in my way, this and that, or whatever. So he better not. Okay, because nothing's going to stand. The only thing that can stand in my way is my mother. Okay. And I have to do some maneuvering, and everything's okay. Bye bye, and get back to work. That's why I want to finish this before some shit like that happens. I want to be in control. I have to buy the gun this week. I have to fucking buy the gun. I'll take a fucking taxi. I don't care. I got money. I'll take a taxi to Hollandale, wherever the fuck the place is. I'll look at the yellow pages. In my mind, I'm thinking of even though I told Ralph I have a 45, a Smith & Wesson 45 caliber revolver. Automatic. I don't really like that gun. It's too intimidating for myself. I've been practicing with this gun, shooting my face over there. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I'll show you now. See that? All those holes? Well, that's my BB gun. Ooh. I'm getting pretty good at it. So anyway. Back. Yeah, like I was saying, I have to get it done this week because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what can happen between now. The future right now is one day at a time. One day at a time. I don't know what can happen. My mom could come in today. Start. I don't want that to happen because I can't handle that emotion. I would break down emotion like never before, and I would definitely jeopardize my mission. Obviously, okay, even though I'd like to think that I love her very much, and this is obviously by my actions, remember actions are what speak louder than words. I'm really not showing her that I really love her. She's the only one that I'm really concerned with. George, I don't give a fuck about. Carlos, see, that's a character flaw in me. I'm not that emotional about family. I don't, I never call Carlos. My uncle, I've never ever called him. George, I don't give a fuck about George. I only talk to him, like when I need something. That's it. I don't care. The only thing is my mom that it makes me feel guilty and stuff. Not to, I don't know, I get that guilt trip. Obviously, I'm showing her otherwise than what I think I believe. Oh well, this is more important right now than my family, than my life, and it's not so much getting Bjork, because ending my life. This is what it is. This is not the mission. The name of this, the prime directive of this mission that I'm on is to end my life. Okay, that's the prime directive now. Like Saddam Hussein did in the Gulf War, using a scorched earth policy. Scorched earth policy, or doctrine, whatever you want to call it, is when you're retreating, okay, when you're losing, when you're retreating, you burn everything. That way your enemy isn't able to use any of what you used to have or whatever. It's not a perfect example, but I just want to take down a few people with me, at least Bjork. If anybody else gets in my way, so be it. I had plans to, do the AIDS infection, with the needles and shit, but I don't know. I can't think about that right now. I don't really care. It's not really worth it to me right now to go through all that trouble. This is very sweet. I'm very happy with it thus far. I have to do some more adjustments. And we are in July, and I don't know if I'll be alive in August. I really don't. No idea. I've been enjoying eating. I went to, since I used Ralph's truck, I told him that I would invite him to eat. I'll pay for it. I spent in 2 days, on 2 dinners, I spent $120. We went to Outback, all you can eat, whatever, boom, boom. We went to Tony Roma's, all you can eat. We went to Chili's, eating pizza yesterday. I'm eating everything I want to eat, and getting the last pleasures that I have to get. Because I really lost the desire to struggle to. Maybe it's because of the laziness. It's not because of the job. The job, okay. The reason why, that's just the stressor. I knew it was gonna end sooner or later. Because I was slacking off. I know that. I wasn't caring. I can't work right now anywhere else. I'm too fat, man. Not because I can't get a job. I can't stand up that long. I can't even go. Yeah, if it was a sitting down job, and even then, the way I feel about people and authority figures right now, I wouldn't take no shit from nobody, man. And so, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Besides that, everything's been leaning towards this direction. George just better not get in my way. Okay, I know what he's doing. Okay, by talking to everybody. That way, if the shit hits the ceiling, hey, I told you. I told you guys. You know, they can't say nothing to him. No, if he keeps it to himself and this and that, you know, I fucking blow my head off, do some, you know, locura, and it's like, oh, you know, you didn't know? How could you not know? You know, they'll blame him. You know, that way they don't blame him. I mean, that's fine. I mean, he's looking out for, you know, his own ass. That's fine. I don't really give a shit about him, and I don't really think I ever did. I mean, they call me a user and stuff, which, fine. Yeah, I am. I'm interested only in myself. You know, I'm very selfish. That's just this character flaw. I'll give you that. Just like the saying goes, I mean, it's not like I can change that. I mean, it's not like I can't change it. I can. But to change, like as the saying goes, to change would mean to make an effort. And I have no initiative whatsoever to make an effort to change. You know, many can say that I'm bitter and all this because of being fat. I'm not gonna blame that entirely on being fat, but certainly, you know, certainly it's a factor. You know, I'll give you that. It is a factor, but it's not entirely. There's, you know, tons of fat people out there that, you know, they're not fucking, you know, making acid bombs and shit. You know, many things can be said. See, the thing what I'm doing is I'm not trying to teach the world a lesson. I'm not trying to teach you a lesson. I see it as hopeless. Sure. So, you know, unlike you know, the psycho in Seven, okay, where he did the 7 deadly sin murders or whatever, to teach the world a lesson, to remind them, look, these are the 7 deadly sins, do not do them. You know, he says, you can't tap people on the shoulder anymore, you have to hit them with a sledgehammer to get their attention. Okay, this is my sledgehammer, but I really don't have anything to say. You know, it's not like, oh, look, listen, you have to do this is wrong. No, I don't care. I just want her to suffer. Sadistically, I just want her to suffer. You know, I will go down happily knowing that she's in pain. She's in fucking pain. I will go down happy. And this is opened by her son and not her. Even better. Even better. Even better. You know, sadistic? Yeah, I'm sadistic. You know, one becomes that. It's not born like that. You know, I've had a sweet life compared to millions of others, you know, very sweet life, very nurturing. See, that's a big difference between me and all these fuckers in these books. Okay, all these fuckers are abused, you know, broken homes. No, I had a, you know, not perfect, but, you know, a very stable foundation, strong family. But it's all up here. It's all up here. I'm not a schizophrenic. I don't suffer from schizophrenia. I know exactly what schizophrenia is. I'm not a manic depressive. You know, I'm not saying I'm 100%, you know, right. Okay, I have some deep emotional problems, especially in expressing my emotions. That could be, you know, a lot to do with, you know, my XXY chromosome that I have. You know, that's why I have these fucking tits. You know, nipples. I mean, it's not. There's a disease. It's part of the XXY. It's called glastone something. I don't know. I forgot the. They said it on TV. Males with breasts. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm fat. Because there's skinny guys who have breasts, you know, and that's a disease. 1 out of every 400 and something. I remember at school they talked about it. It's XX1, and that has, I'm sure, an effect, chemical effect on the brain, imbalance, whatever. Why not seek help for that? I can't. I don't know. I just can't see myself, you know, going through that. You know, because if I were to do that, you know, it's like not having anything. You know, I don't know. That's part of me. That disorder or whatever. It's part of me. It's who I am. You know, to try to change that, it's, I don't know. I guess a lot of this digs back to my artistic roots. You know, like especially with the project that I did. You know, the most emotional project I ever did. You know, artwork or whatever you want to call it, really opened myself to somebody more than ever before. Really, truly doing art for yourself, you know, just, you know, don't change for somebody else. Do it on, you know, selfishly do it for yourself. Don't try to please others. And I've just like taken that philosophy and applied it, you know, elsewhere in my life. Okay, I'm starting to get a little hungry. See, the only thing that's fucked up now, I ain't got a phone, so if I want a pizza or whatever, I gotta go and, you know, fucking, call on the public forum. When I come back, I have to write this fucking letter. I'm not gonna call him. I'll just fucking write him a letter and shit. And I was scared to lose the tickets. I was just saying, I just don't look that. I got a job. I can't go over there. George is pissed off. He's pissed off that now he doesn't have any more power control over me, and now he's trying to make me look bad and shit like that because he can see that I can make it on my own, and so he's lost that power. And he feels like he's pissed off at that, and that's why he's trying to make me look bad and shit. That's very believable. I will make it sound very believable, and turn them against him, in the future if he says anything. Okay. Is it worth it? You ask. Is it worth it to go through all this? I know it is. I know it is. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm willing to pay the price for it. I'm paying the price for it. I'm going to pay for it. There's nothing in the world I hate more than for somebody to do something, make a decision, and then complain about it. No, this and that. Say I hate it. You make a decision, you gotta live with it. You have to live with it. Don't come crying later on. I'm certainly not gonna do that. One of the major reasons why I'm not worrying about my mother and this and that is because the dead feel no guilt. I won't feel guilty at all. Because I'll be dead. That's it. I guess in many ways, the kind of way I'm going out is like a protest, like to God or something. I don't know. It's like, see, I was gonna die an innocent man. Not now, but I was. In Armageddon, the second death, I would be in the class of monsters. With these fucking guys, I would be next to them, being an innocent man. So what I say, I'm paying the same price, okay, as these guys. That ain't right. I'm gonna, todavía, if I'm one of those guys, fine, okay, cool, fine. But no, I'm getting ripped off, I'm getting gypped, okay? My life is going, just as those guys, even though those guys got to do what the fuck they want, they did, they're monsters, they're not guys, they're monsters, alright? And I'm gonna be in the same class as them, so I said no. I'm gonna go down, I go down guilty. Go down guilty. And at my own hands. At my own hands. See this? This is the fake gun. I like this gun a lot. But I don't know, it's supposed to be like, it's a big fucking gun too. I want to, I don't know, I think I would be a little intimidated to kill myself with this. I want something small, okay, but powerful, like a 38, snub nose. Small, and that way it wouldn't be black, not silver. Less intimidating. That way it's easier to be done. I plan on drinking some alcohol, to ease down the tension, because I know I'll be, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be all like depressed and shit, all weird feeling. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna be feeling, but because I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna be after I find out. As soon as I see on the fucking TV that fucking Björk's face has been burned off or some shit like that, that's gonna be exhilarating. If I don't see anything, like maybe it failed or whatever, it's just gonna depress me, and either way, it's gonna make the job easier. It's done. It's been done in the past. Okay, I don't even know what time it is. About 6:40 or something. I like to let this dry. I'm very happy with it so far. I gotta cut this out more. Yeah, I gotta cut this a lot more. That way it's joined up. Yeah, something like that is more acceptable. Yeah, I can deal with that. So this is gonna be done. It's gonna be done. I want to take the last pleasures in my life and use them and get the dopamine from it and just move on. Let me show you. This is so cool, man. I really like this a lot. I'm gonna be able to do this too good now because of the this win. Oh shit! Well, I can't do it now because it's just too windy. But it's a hell of a little flamethrower, man. I've used it already on several occasions to melt things down. I don't know, right now when I come back, I gotta fucking write. Well, the writing's gonna be easier than the post. Maybe I should write it down and, go, that way I don't have to go up twice. Okay, I'm gonna start recording for right now. I'm about to sacrifice the salami. I'm working with the sulfuric acid right now. Experimenting to see how it works. It bubbled up when I put water in it. That was cool. So I'll let you know what happens with this. Hello. Well, turned fucking black. Good. Very good. Very happy. 96%. That there's heavy duty. I'll show it to you in a minute. I want to see how much more damage I can get done. You see that? That's the after. That's the after. That is fucking beautiful. Now I want to check the hydrochloric acid. See what's the difference. Can you see the difference between the left side and the right side? Hardly. This is hydrochloric acid. The damage that it does. That's hydrochloric acid, 37%. This. You see all that damage? That's sulfuric acid, 96%. Okay. There you can see it better. All that blackness. Sulfuric acid. You see the discoloration on the left side? That's hydrochloric. Which do you think is better? Now that's funny. That is funny. Okay. Check this out. This is going to be the triggering system. Okay, this is part of it. This is what's going to be connected to the air tank. This here is just for looks. So that has nothing. I mean, not really necessarily for looks, but I just had a lot of copper coil left and put it around there after putting it in. Okay, the spring pulls. This is a hook. This hook is going to be put in place with a spring under pressure, pulling it down. Once the cover opens, the spring pops out. This has no more resistance and it goes back with the force of the spring. Okay, here's another view from it. Let me give you the wide shot. Okay. Very simple. Now I'm going to give you another angle. Okay. This is it standing up. You see the spring there. You see the valve system right there. Right there's a little. Whoa. Let me give you a little zoom on that. See if you can notice the hole. This is where it's going to be coming out. Of course, I have to adjust the, I still haven't found the shape of it yet because I'll find that shape during the trials. Okay, this really looks like one hell of a project. Very happy with it. I'll show you. See everything. See the way I put the spring? I don't know if you can see it. Very simple. I'm going to go wide. McDonald's is a proud sponsor of the U.S. Olympic team in 1996 games. You were out of shot there. But if you notice how I put the spring system, very simple. This is not the actual air can, it's going to be different. This is empty, of course. But I have to, make sure everything works okay with this. And trials will begin as soon as I get my other air can. Okay, look at me. Whoa. Okay. As soon as I get the air can, the trials will begin. As you can see, this is the sulfuric acid, 96%, and it looks like a scientist. And here's the hydrochloric. Okay, you see that? I have that there to show Ralph when it comes. Of course, it's going to be the hydrochloric. The only thing I found out that sulfuric acid is so fucking strong. It's melting the plastic from the bicycle pump thing. I'm a little worried, not too worried, because I'm going to have that silicone, not silicone, but the polyurethane, that white sealant. So if anything, it eats through that thing, it's going to go up to the, I put Teflon inside, so I think it's going to be okay. Of course, I have to do some more trials. I'm done. I've done like 90%. Well, 85% complete. I got everything I need except the book, more air. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, how you doing? I'm about to go shopping for guns. There's a place right here, Hollywood Boulevard, perfect place. They say they sell guns there. Let's see. I'll update you. A date that will live in infamy. Yes, my friends, like I said I would, I walked over there and I purchased the Taurus 38 caliber revolver. $210, very cheap. It's a 4-inch barrel, stainless steel. I will pick it up Friday, which is 72 hours after the purchase date. I had the balls to do it. I was not nervous. I went over there, gave the guy the money, they did the background check on me. Everything worked out great. I mean, I was a little bit nervous. I went in there already in mind with exactly what I wanted. They had a whole bunch of Glocks in there and stuff. But I decided on the 38. I was very firm when I told him that my father had a gun and this and that, and it was a 38, and he told me to get a 38. And I told him that I wanted it for home defense because somebody tried to break in here or something. I got scared. Very good, very good. I accomplished a lot. Friday I'm gonna go pick it up, and I'm gonna get the ammo too. And so this is what it's all about, man. I'm enjoying my last meal. I'm going for the best. Push fire, cock back, practice shooting. My bullet's jammed. This is the new okay. Well, I have made a new system here. This is solid brass. This is what happens with brass. Okay, I don't know if you can see that very well. Okay, there's not that much damage. This was 2 days submerged in sulfuric acid, so the damage is not significant. I can deal with that. Rubber, I want to show you what happens to rubber. This was 1/3 of the size. Look at the piece that just come off from it. Okay, 1/3 the size of what it is now. It inflated and it bubbled up. No good. That's rubber. So, yeah. Excuse me. So, remember this? The rubber stopper? No good. So what I have decided is on this. And this took me a little while to create this, but PVC tubing, and then put a rubber, not a rubber, but a plastic piece inside to expand it. That way it's like a cone shape, just like a rubber stopper. And I sealed both ends with epoxy cement. So far, epoxy seems to be working okay. Okay, so here you go. What I did here also was I sanded. This had a tread on it, and I completely took me about an hour, but I you know, I went like that, and it all came off. Now I have to cut this off and sand it, seal it. Okay, what else? Well, right now I'm about to eat. But as soon as I finish eating, since my neighbors aren't home, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna cut that off, have that ready. I had to make the hole bigger. Okay, this is a piece of. It's not rubber, but it's the same material as the rubber gloves are made of. I cut it to a little square. Okay, what else did I show you? One major thing is this: that now any sort of problem that occurs, I've already tried so many things that I instantly know what's going to work and what's not going to work and how to do it and what have you. I'm becoming a hell of an engineer with this project. Problem solving, you know, creative problem solving. You know, it's quite beautiful. You know, I know it works, but it doesn't. It's very fun. This is real fun. Now I haven't done any more work on this. Okay, but I have noticed one major thing is that this little tube here is hollow. You know, that looks great, but I need to put a nail instead of a little tube. You know, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, need to do that. What else we can talk about? Okay, hold up. Okay, here we are. Last night, I thought of something very, very important. Oh, I burned myself today with sulfuric acid a little bit. It's pretty strong. I was stupid. I was getting, remember that little valve with the bicycle pump? The reason why I bought the bicycle pump, the stainless steel valve, the one-way valve that has the little rubber piece. Well, the little rubber piece got completely bloated and stuck. So that would be sealed off and no air would get through. And right there would be the end of the project. Air would escape and everything. It would have been a nightmare. Now, I'm glad I did that testing. That would have been it. I burned myself a little bit in the tongue because I blew, and this is sulfuric acid that was diluted big time with water. Instantly it touched me. I went poof, I washed it off real good. Nothing happened, but it did burn real quick. And also, I touched a little bit with my finger, not pure, but what had been sitting in the glass with the steel and stuff, which it had turned to a rust color, just a little bit. It burned the hell out of me. Now this is the thing. It takes time for this shit to burn. At least a minute to do some serious damage. I would estimate, I don't know, I would estimate perhaps at least a minute, 60 seconds, for it to do some, you know, damage. Like what I did to the salami and stuff. Now, this is the problem. Let's say I got the book, I opened it and the shit went all over my face. The first thing I would do, I would run to the bathroom. Now, because, well, you see, that's the thing. If it were to burn like hell instantly, which it really doesn't, it just takes a few seconds. Okay, well, the shock is going to be a shock anyway. So the person's going to be in a bit of a shock. This is what I was thinking. To have, just like in the Hallmark cards, what I did in my first project, have a saying. As soon as you open the book, it waits like 2 seconds to let it go out, you know, let her scream, and this and that. And it says that there's a bomb in the book and it's going to blow up and it's going to destroy your whole house. So the first thing she's going to do is get the fuck up the house. Well, number one, get her child or whoever's in the house, get the hell out of the house. She'll worry about her face, you know, afterwards. I'm counting on that. So that'll buy me some more time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have any explosive in there, no. You know, but just the fact that of, you know, a countdown, in 20 seconds, this will blow up, you know. Let her run out the house, all burning up and stuff, and then wait till, you know, the bomb, or, you know, the house blows up, which is not, and then all that is going to be eating up her face, little by little. That's a hell of a plan. Hell of a plan. Very insightful, very sadistic. Because this is what happens. If you splash all that on you and then you just wash it off, it's going to do minimal damage in comparison to what it would be if it were to stay on your face at least a few minutes. A couple, 3 minutes. That will be beautiful. It burns right through clothing like that, man. Makes holes in clothing. So that's going to be fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Like I said, I'm not letting pride stand in my work whatsoever. I don't care how much I work on the one little thing. If it turns out that, hey, I don't think it's the best thing, out of there. I'll start over. You know, I'm not that much in a hurry, but you know, time is very soon. Just like I wrote in my poem, Sunday Driving, a poem by Ricardo Lopez. I count no days, but the time is near. Yet my own fear is not enough to veer my train of thoughts. Oh, so queer. Sunday Driving, a poem by Ricardo Lopez. That means that you're going somewhere, you know where you're going, but you're in no hurry to get there. Well, that's the situation. Let me see if the pizza's coming. Not yet, not yet. I ordered pizza. Anyway, I'm very excited. I want to do some more tests. The way I'm going to solve the one-way valve problem, very simple, in fact. The same way that the canister is going to release the acid by the buildup of the pressure and the stopper to fly out because of the pressure. Well, there's going to be a little bitty stopper, okay, somewhere in between after the brass coupling or valve, the right angle valve, if you want to call it. Well, it's not really a valve now, it's just a tube. Well, anyway, after that, on top of it, before it hits the plastic of the, the hose fitting. Something that, a little bitty with it won't let liquid in, but as soon as just a minimal force will push it out. Now I have to protect because remember, air has to go in. I can't have that little piece of plastic, block the air passage into the canister. So I have to have like a screen or something for it to stop and for air to keep on pushing out. It's Murphy's Law. The more things can go wrong, the more things that can go wrong will go wrong. If you have a machine gun with 67 parts in comparison to a machine gun with 43 parts, you have the difference. Okay, you have a machine gun with 67 parts, you have a possibility of 67 things go wrong, and with a machine gun with 43 parts, you have a possibility of 43 things going wrong. So the fewer the pieces, the simpler it is, the much better it is. Okay, that's it for right now. Well, we got here Pizza Hut. Supreme Pizza, very good. Okay, check this out.
10 in a row.
This is it.
Every hour. 103.5.
This is the one-way, one-time valve. Pressure comes in. This is blocked. It goes straight forward. What happens? This shoots out. Okay. What's to stop this from going into here? Hold up. Okay, let me show you. Remember, this is going to go to the other end over here. What's going to stop this red thing from shooting out, going in here, and blocking the airflow? What's going to stop that? Okay, very simple. Piece of hose with a spring inside. I don't know if you can see this, I'll show it to you now. Okay, you see this hose? Well, look inside. You see that? Spring inside, that's what's going to stop it from exiting this end. It'll go in here, get stopped by